everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chase Hunter and real estate investor and mentor in Detroit, Michigan. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of real estate in Detroit, specifically focusing on the Detroit Land Bank Authority. We'll be discussing the key differences between the land bank auction properties and the own it now properties. Whether you're a potential investor or curious about the Detroit housing market, this video is for you. So before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. Difference number one is the acquisition method. On the auction properties, they are sold through a very competitive bidding process, okay? These auctions can be highly competitive and with potential buyers trying to outbid each other. And one thing that I've seen on a few occasions, if someone really likes a property or a property is in really good, decent shape when it comes to this, you have someone that is driving up the bid to discourage other people from bidding on the property. And it typically works because it may be out of your budget or the budget that you have set in order to get that property. And I've seen the same property go back on the market a few times because of this, okay? The person bids on it, drives the bid up. One time it was like $72,000, right, for an auction property, and it kept going back on the market like 4 or 5 times because no one ever got it, right? So this happens, and sometimes, it could be really, really discouraging because the auction properties are a little bit better shape, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but they're a little bit different than the own and out properties, okay? But on the other hand, the own it now properties are available for direct purchase. You just place your bid and, your offer, okay? And it's really more straightforward, okay? So you can pretty much see and you'll know the offer, and you'll see the whole thing. The auction now is kind of like more of a blind bid. You're going in, but the own it now is a little bit different. And I typically recommend, because people always ask me, how much should I bid on these properties? For me, I've only bidded on own it now properties, and my max was $2,000, okay? That is the absolute max that I was going to put into it. Typically people either do, smaller increments. I think it's increments of 100 that you could do. Our first property was $2,000. The second property that we got was $1,800. So you don't have to bid all crazy, right? Now the auction properties, you probably have to put a little bit more money into because a lot of stuff has already been done. But I still wouldn't go crazy, right? I still wouldn't go crazy with the bid in the bidding process, because you never know, right? I wouldn't say definitely not $12,000 or anything like that. I think my hard cutoff with an auction property would probably be around $5,000, all right? Difference number two. I realized that a lot of people didn't know this, but it's really good nuggets to know when you are deciding on what type of property to bid on. For auction properties, you cannot demolish them, but you can demolish the property that is a own it now, okay? So just to keep that in hand, because people think, oh, I can get the property and I can demolish it and build from the ground up because it's probably cheaper, which it probably is. But you cannot do it with an auction property, but you can with an own it now property. So this comes in handy if your investing strategy fits this particular model. Difference number three, property condition. Own it now properties are really sold as is, which all of them really kind of are, but which means you might encounter properties in various states of despair. It's essential to conduct thorough due diligence and inspections before bidding, okay? Before bidding, this is imperative. Or have someone like myself that is boots on the ground to check it out for you. That will save you a lot of headaches, trust me. Auction properties, in contrast, are often a little bit different, and they're in better condition since they've been assessed and cleaned out by the land bank. So you don't have to go in and clean out and do a major clean out, because that's been done. Typically, if you want to take it down to the studs, you could do that, but this could reduce some of the initial costs and headaches associated with the own it now properties. I want to add, I know you guys have asked questions in the comments about budget, crews, and all the things, but trust me, I got you, okay? I will be dropping a new video every Friday, and I'll be answering all of those questions in those videos. So there you have it, folks. The 3 key differences between Detroit land bank auction properties and Detroit land bank own it now properties. Each option has its pros and cons, so it's crucial to carefully consider your goals and resources before diving into the Detroit real estate market. We hope this video helps and get you more informed on your decision. If you found it valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.